We'll take a break and back. And the gymnasts in the arena for the men's rings final and the women's asymmetric bars. There are the rings finalists. Valeri Lukin, Yuri Keki, Grigori Misyutin, Ling Xiaoxuan, Andreas Becker, Scott Keswick from the United States, Li Jing, and Yukio Iketani. Valeri Lukin there. And there are the qualifiers for the asymmetric bars final. Tatiana Lysenko, Tatiana Gutsu, Henrietta Anobi, Kim Guo-su, Christina Bontash, Mirella Pasca, Li Li, and Shannon Miller. Kim Gwang-suk from North Korea, with certainly the most original exercise in that final. That's the order of competition. That's drawn. It doesn't matter where you qualify. You don't get to go last because you qualify highest or anything like that. And that the order of performance on the uneven bars.
From the Soviet Union, Grigori Misyutin, the Union Soviétique.
The all-around champion, Grigori Misyutin. Third behind Voropiev and the winner Keki in the European Cup, but came up with the big performance when it mattered in the World Championships.
And the skill on rings is the ability to link together the swinging and the static moves of strength fluently. And a little bit of a problem there with the rings swinging, but on that straight arm lifter handstand, spreading the wings out soon gets rid of the swing. Full in. Straight, double straight with a full twist in the first. That's the planche position, and that's straight, straight, meaning straight body and straight armed press to handstand.
Christina Bontash onto the uneven bars.
Until the dismount, not many mistakes, but just a little early on the release, so the double back swung away, and when she hit the floor, she almost carried on turning. But Kachev and Ginga, good quality work from Christina Bontash, the all-around bronze medalist.
Little smile on the face of Leonid Akiev, the gymnastics supremo in the Soviet Union. Just waiting for his ring score to come up. A lot of deliberation over it. And there it is, 9.875. And Yuri Keki. Keki, ring specialist. European champion on this piece of apparatus in Lausanne last year.
He really did wait a long time for that gold medal, gradually coming up through the ranks since the 1988 Olympic Games. The Italians have done so well in latter years. Keki 5th in the all-around event. And the Italian team 7th.
Oh, but a real crisis there on the landing. He was low and he had to work hard. He might well punch the air. He does it at the end of every exercise, but there, the little bit of self-realization. He hadn't fooled himself. And Christina Bontage, 9.862. Puts her in the lead, but then she's the only one who's been.
This little blonde lady, Tatiana Gutsu, from the Soviet Union. She's 15 and won the first Europa Cup last year. Full twisting giant, and that was an excellent Ginger. Way above the high bar, stalled on the bottom bar. Kachev coming up, and again that was clear and high above the bar. The quality of her releases and catches are excellent.
And a beautiful landing. Lovely work from Gutsu. Superb exercise. Alexander Alexandrov, the Soviet women's coach, there behind her for a moment. He worries me no end the way he goes in to support the Kachev. He goes in so close and so tight that you feel he knows that they're in fact likely to miss it, and nothing could be further from the truth.
Yuri Keki's mark on rings, 9.837.
And the boos go up from the Italians, but I think that's fair. The finish was not good. Valeri Lukin. The 87 all-round European champion. The Azarian crosses, each of them shown with a quarter turn.
Homner lifts to handstand and he's swinging a bit. Well, that really sore ankle that seemed to be bothering him so much in the all-around, just causing a little bit of pain on the landing. Obviously a bruised heel bone rather than a strain or a sprain. A little bit of relaxation there between the two Soviet gymnasts, Chusovina and Tatiana Gutsu. Good mark for her A-bars, 9.95.
That's going to take some beating. Just 2 gone and already a 9.95 posted. Mirela Pasca.
Joint gold medal winner in the last year's World Cup with Boginskaya and Kalinina from the Soviet Union. Good bar worker, Pasca, as are all of the 8 girls in this final. Oh, a high Kachev. Really high. Two giants into half in, half out dismount. The judges are looking for quality and quantity, and the person who produces that little bit extra flair or that little bit extra difficulty is going to go above the rest of the field to get the gold medal, because at the moment so very little to choose between them all.
Lukin out with the ice pack. And there's Grigory Misyutin, the leader at the moment, 9.875. Scott Keswick from the USA, 21-year-old from Washington. Fourth in the 1991 Moscow Invitation International, and first on rings in the USA Championships. Just widens out the rings to descend into that inverted cross. Two twists in the double back somersault there. We'll take a break there. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Well, there are the standings in the asymmetric bars. Gutsu in the lead. Mirela Pasca going second with 9.937. Christina Bontash in third place. And up go the cheers again. She really is a very, very similar looking gymnast to Tatiana Gutsu, isn't she?
Yes, she's blonde, very slender and very short, and brilliant. Only 14 years old. Sixth in the all-around. And that was with mistakes, believe it or not. She doesn't need any support. Coached by Steve Dunno at the Dynamo Club. Excellent. What a job these judges have.
She certainly went through that one without any problems at all. Sailed through it. There's the Kachev. And they feel it's so safe they don't even need to put a coach onto the podium. And then the dismount, absolutely spotted. Gutsu in the lead at the moment, 9.95. Scott Keswick, 9.775, takes him to fourth. So no medal for the USA rings champion. Andreas Wecker, fourth all around in the '89 World Championships, second the silver medalist on rings.
Wecker really looking stressed in this competition. I think he's having to call on all of his resources and his past experience. Not happy with the present training situation, but he's got a multitude of experience in international competitions and a vast concept of the sport, and all the years training that have gone before have got to stand him in good stead.
Well, you won't see that move done better, and then gets really low into the inverted cross and able to pull the rings back together again. An incredible strength section to this exercise. Look at that. All shown off perfectly. The judges not having to worry about whether he could hold them or not. I wonder whether he's actually counting.
Double twisting, double back dismount, but I've got a sneaky suspicion he lost his edge on one of the handstands and did an extra forward giant. One point it looked as though he was aiming to get his tension to go backwards. I may be wrong, but it looked suspiciously like that to me.
Shannon Miller waiting for her score. And there it is, 9.95. She goes equal first with Tatiana Gutsu. There they are, joint first at the moment. Mirella Pasca in third. You think she'd already won gold? Li Li from China.
Chinese have a wonderful tradition. Nice Kachev facing the low bar. Oh yes, that's called a giant back. Swinging around in the pike position, adding on the Kachev. Unfortunately not having a dismount to match the superb difficulty in the middle of the routine. 16 years old. There's that unusual combination, the Czech giant into the Kachev. Only a double tuck dismount, but done extremely well.
Andreas Wecker. 9.862, goes second. Li Xiaoshuang onto rings. And he too got a superb rings exercise. Could easily get into the medals. 9.837 he has to beat Yuri Keki's score. 9.875 has to be beaten if he wants to take gold.
And that a true crucifix. No hint of a close of the shoulder angle across from ring to ring. A little bit arched in his handstands.
Yes, I thought he was going to hold the second one rather better than the first, but he went to the arch. Obviously a little weakness there. Oh, well, really had to struggle. He anchored it, but you wonder whether it perhaps wouldn't have been better if he'd taken a tiny step, because he was certainly emphasizing to the judges that he had problems there in balancing the dismount.
Looked like he was going for a swim, didn't he?
Li waiting for her score.
This is the most exciting asymmetric bar final that I've ever seen in a major competition. 9.925 for Li. And we've seen all the wonderful bar routines, and tiny Kim Gwang-suk, who was in the lead on the all-around on bars, 9.987. Still to go.
Yes, she could certainly overtake any of them if she gets it all right.
Kachev Marinich, so cheeky.
And so difficult. And then landed it with straight arms, and then the pirouette straight into the Jaeger somersault.
Oh, unbelievable. She had more difficulty in the first pass from one bar to another bar than most gymnasts have in their routine in a lifetime. I'll just highlight the real difficulties. The Kachev, quite a few are doing, but the Kachev into the Marianich, it's if you're going to do another Kachev and then redirect yourself and catch underneath the bars.
Great performance from little Kim Gwang-suk, waving to the crowd. She looks so tiny that you almost think those missing front teeth could be milk teeth.
And not often you see this, a standing ovation from the crowd. Well, what do the judges do now? They have got to, they really have got to go higher than anything we've seen. Now they're prepared to go for 10 or not?
Well, she certainly gave it everything, and there wasn't a fault you could see there. Li Xiaoshuang, 9.812, just outside the medals. How philosophically he accepts that, but he knew that he'd made a mistake on his landing. Li Jing now to the rings. Coached by Huang Yubin, one of the Chinese team of the early 80s, third in the World Championships in '89 in the all-around competition. And won gold in the apparatus finals on the parallel bars. Look at that.
Good pike press to handstand. Inverted cross.
Having problem again though with the tightness of the back. Swinging around in those handstands rather a lot, having to make too many corrections to the balanced position.
Oh well, Bango, his chances of a medal. Full twisting, double back, very nearly to front drop.
To be honest, I don't think he was going to get in there in any case. And they're still waiting. It looks as if she's just gently amused by it all. The North Koreans amongst the spectators, just trying to wind up the judges. Long discussions by them. And there it is, a 10 for Kim Kwang-suk. Well, she knows she's got gold, they can't beat that.
And I think a lot of people saw just a little bit of knee bend in a couple of those bars. But really, it was such wonderful difficulty in the routine, way beyond anything that anybody else produced in the final, that they had to go for 10. Brilliant work.
So, Kim Kwang-suk has certainly gold. Looking down the judges' marks, one judge gave it 9.95. Now Tatiana Lysenko has to forget all that excitement and try and emulate Kim Kwang-suk.
When she did her recatch, she bounced on her wrist. Either her guard slipped, but she really was in trouble with her right hand. The best thing to do was to come off.
And you wonder how much she was affected by all the excitement of the previous competitor. Well, she's got 30 seconds to get back onto the apparatus. But showing no inclination. Look, she's broken her hand guard. And in fact, she's damaged herself, I think, hasn't she?
I think it's the bandage from underneath the hand guard has come undone and caused her to have an accident, perhaps dislocated a finger. The finger's already strapped together, so she must have already had an injured finger when she went onto the apparatus. Now, it'll be interesting to see how the judges react to that, because she hasn't yet presented herself as finished, despite the injury. Li Jing out of the medals there on the rings, 9.362. And confirmation of the current standing on rings.
Yukio Iketani from Japan. Good straight arms, good positive lift to handstand. Ooh, crisis there, couldn't stick it in the handstand position. And struggling to hold on to the landing as well. But the back rolling section, the equivalent of the back somersault on rings, and then the swing to handstand causing him problems.
A brilliant recovery, though. He really did his best right to the bitter end. Closes the rings there to try and anchor the swing. Spreads to lower and then presses in for the release. But after the big mistake in the middle, he still hangs on to the landing for dear life. These gymnasts are conditioned to land properly and really give their all in every part of the exercise.
Henrietta Ranodi just had about everything in this A-bars. Amazing exercise from Kim Kwang-suk, scoring the 10. Drama with Tatiana Lysenko falling off. At the moment, Tatiana Gutsu and Shannon Miller in joint second with 9.95. Tremendously exciting and high standard bars final.
Noddy scored 9.962, the highest score on the compulsory bars of the competition. That's where she went wrong in the all-around event, the handstand hop change. 89, European champion, almost always in the final of the major events. Oh, lovely dismount. Almost a double straight, just a little bit pike coming into the landing. But this is the finest array of asymmetric bar workers the world has ever seen. Lovely forward giant, half turn. And just look at the lift above the bar.
Certainly that last section, as good as anything we'd seen before. And it's been a very emotional competition for her.
And I think they are tears of utter frustration, because she absolutely blew the routine, and it cost her a place in possibly the bronze medal in the overall championship. And to know she can produce it as well as that is very frustrating. Meanwhile, little Kim Kwang-suk celebrating her gold medal.
Yes, the trouble when you go through an exercise like that and you do it perfectly, you're reminded of where it all went wrong in the previous competition. And she must have come to these championships expecting, hoping, well, expecting to get in the top 6 and hoping even to get into the medals. And look, 9.937, and still not quite good enough to get her into the medals. She shares 4th place with Mirela Pasca from Romania. And I don't think she's too happy about that judging. I think she believes she deserved a share of silver. But she'll have learned a great deal from this competition. And the stewards and helpers just preparing the podium now for the medal ceremonies. And there confirmed the result of the asymmetric bars. Kim Kwang-suk taking gold. Only the second 10 of the whole championships. Tatiana Gutsu sharing silver with Shannon Miller of the USA. Great for her to take a medal in her first World Championships. Shannon Miller still only 14 years old. Mirela Pasca and Henrietta Anodi joint 4th. And Lee, that lovely exercise, gets her no better than 6th. And there she is, the new uneven bars world champion from North Korea. And there was a men's rings final going on that was of a pretty high standard as well. Grigory Misutin taking gold, Andreas Wecker silver, and Yuri Keki the bronze. We'll take a break there. We'll be back with the ceremonies in a moment. Come back. Well, there's the medals that they're going for. But before we get to the ceremonies, a chance just to relive the gold medal winning performances of all 5 finals that we've seen in this session.
The secret formula to that routine were the 2 totally unique combinations that she showed in the middle of the routine. This is one. The Kachev into the Marinich.
Lavinia Milosevic the vault champion.
And no doubt about that, Slavinia Milosevic knew exactly where the floor was and showed beautifully each phase of the vault. Repulsion, twist and flight in line before landing. Being a World Championship final, needing to produce 2. First, 9.962. But the second vault score has to be added on to the first. So this tests the true versatility of the vaulter. Handspring, 1.5 somersault Barani out, 210 tariff vaults.
And the all-around champion, Grigory Mishutin, became the rings champion as well. By giving him his 3rd gold medal. A glittering array to take back to Lugansk in the Ukraine.
One of the moves that was a highlight of the exercise.
On floor, Igor Korobchinsky, the man who came here as defending all-around world champion. And in the team section of the competition, collapsed onto the pommel horse, and that ruined his chances of even qualifying for defending his all-around championship, but making up for it here on floor.
All the requirements there. And a perfect finish.
And Korobchinsky winning his 2nd gold to go with the gold he won as part of the Soviet team. And he's got 2 more finals still to come.
The first tumble, half in, half out straight. And the middle tumble, coping brilliantly with the rollout. But that's what sealed it for him. That double straight with a perfect landing.
And the Soviet men still keeping a tight hold on the gold medals. They've had a clean sweep so far. Valenki here, making it 3 out of 3.
The Equestrian Horse Jumping European Championships from Punchestown, Ireland. This European Championship event brings together the major international horsemen of the moment, jumping high and fighting for the points. The Equestrian Show from Ireland is brought to you by Winergy. Equestrian from Punchestown, Thursday, 9 p.m. here on Eurosport.
So the gymnasts back in the arena for the medal ceremonies.
International Gymnastics Federation. La médaille d'or sera présentée par M. Norbert Bulle, secrétaire général de la Fédération internationale de gymnastique. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medalist and world champion on men's floor exercise from the Soviet Union. La médaille d'or est remise à l'Union soviétique, Igor Korbachinsky. The silver medal for floor exercise will be presented by Mr. Jim Tripoli, Chrysler Plymouth Merchandising Manager. La médaille d'argent sera présentée par Mr. Jim Tripoli, gérant à Chrysler Plymouth. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalist on men's floor exercise from the Soviet Union. La médaille d'argent est remise à l'Union soviétique. Vitaly Sherbo. The bronze medal for men's floor exercise will be presented this evening by Mr. Jim Barry, member of the Executive Committee of the International Gymnastics Federation. La médaille de bronze sera remise par Mr. Jim Barry, membre du comité exécutif de la Fédération internationale de gymnastique. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist on men's floor exercise from Japan. La médaille de bronze est remise au Japon. Daisuke Nishikawa.
So there, the big three. Igor Korobchinsky
Your gold
successfully
medalist and
retaining
world
his
champion
floor
on
gold.
women's vault from
Sherbo
Romania.
taking silver.
La médaille d'or est remise à la championne du monde
Daisuke
de la Roumanie, Lavinia Milicevic.
Nishikawa taking the bronze.
Asymmetric bars. Sorry, vault. Milosevic, Romania, taking the gold medal there.
We have a tie for the silver medal on women's vault from Hungary and one from the Soviet Union. Avec un total ex aequo de l'Hongrie et de l'Union soviétique, la médaille d'argent est remise à Henrietta Anodai and Oksana Chudovatinya.
Chusavitna and Henrietta Anodi sharing the silver on vault. Nice to see that Anadi didn't go away without any medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finalists on women's vault. In fourth place from Romania.
En quatrième place de Roumanie,
Cristina Bontas.
The all-around bronze medalist.
For men's pommel horse will be presented this evening by Madam Jackie Bai, Vice President of the Women's Technical Committee of the International Gymnastics Federation.
la médaille d'or sera présentée par Madame
Jackie Fye, a long-serving member on the Women's Technical Committee from America, international breveted judge.
Gold medalist and world champion on men's pommel horse from the Soviet Union,
La médaille d'or est remise à l'Union soviétique.
Valerie Valenki.
So Balenki gets his gold in the individual final on pommel to go with his team gold.
Silver medal for pommel horse will be presented by the Honorable William H. Hugnut III, Mayor of the City of Indianapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, your silver medalist on men's pommel horse from China,
La médaille d'argent est remise à la Chine.
Gao Linyo. The bronze medal for men's pommel
Silver goes to Guo Lin Yao.
presented by Greg Vine, Senior Manager, Sports Marketing for Gatorade. And ladies and gentlemen, your bronze medalist on men's pommel horse from China,
La médaille de bronze au cheval d'arçon de la Chine.
Li Ying.
And Li Jing getting the bronze. The two Chinese gymnasts just unable to pip Valery Valenki from the Soviet Union.
Kim Gwang-suk from North Korea, celebrating her gold medal on the asymmetric bars.
Even bars. A tie between the Soviet Union and the United States.
Avec des résultats ex-aequo de l'Union soviétique.
And there you've got Gutsu and Shannon Miller right next to each other. You can see how similar they are facially as well in some ways.
And Shannon Miller.
They step forward together to share the silver medal for the asymmetric bars. And popular as Shannon Miller's second place is, there's no doubting that little Kim Gwang-suk certainly stole the hearts of the American crowd.
Grigory Misutin, gold medalist on rings. The world champion adding a third gold medal to his tally. One for the team, one for the individual, and this for the rings.
The silver medalist on men's still ring from Germany,
De l'Allemagne, la médaille d'argent sera remise à
Andreas Becker.
And Andreas Wecker retaining his ranking in the world, silver medalist on rings, as he was back in '89.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist on men's still rings from Italy,
De l'Italie, la médaille du monde sera remise à
Yuri Keki.
And Yuri Keki, European champion, probably hoping for more, but he'll be only too pleased to be up on that podium on the rostrum, receiving a medal at all in the World Individual Rings Championship.
Well, still
Will go 6th